This evening, I find myself in the Park Hill Cemetery in Oklahoma, and it is around almost 8 o'clock at night. Sun is still up and shining. It's about 106 degrees outside currently. It is super hot. And if there's one thing I dislike, it's shooting when it is super hot. But this is the only time I can shoot, obviously. But it does make it a little bit difficult because the sun is just beating down on you from just the weirdest angle. And my phone starts to overheat. And so it makes things go a little bit slower than usual. But I'm going to check out this cemetery. It is a current in-use cemetery. So as always, we're going to be only looking at some of the oldest stones that I can find here out of respect for the families who have people interred here. So let's take a look and see what we can find. I get asked every once in a while because when I go to cemeteries, I go to the oldest parts of those cemeteries to film stones. And I get asked once in a while, how do you know which part's the oldest part? Besides actually going and looking at the dates of the stones. Well, for the most part, every cemetery you come to will have its oldest part obviously all together. It's where the foundation of the cemetery started. And it will generally be either like right near the front entrance of that cemetery or in what looks to be the middle of the cemetery, and it's kind of grown out from there, or it started right at the beginning and it kind of spread out from there. This one's definitely one that was in the middle and kind of spread out. And you can immediately know what section you're looking for because you're looking for stones like these ones. Obviously the age is showing from the growth on the stones, the wear and tear on the stones, but it's the style of stones, as you can see here, that clues you in that this is the oldest part rather than the more modern parts, which I can show you behind me, because the stones are, one, very bright, very clean, but they're very also, for the most part, very uniform. And they're very shiny, reflective, and you can just totally tell which is the section I'm going to be hanging out in and which is the section I'm going to be mostly avoiding for a couple of reasons. I don't need to put the tombstones of people who have passed very, very recently on this show, and if it does pop up, it's on accident. I generally look for stones that are 100 years or older to showcase, because what I'm showcasing is the art and craft of the stone making itself, showing you guys how those stones deteriorate over time, and really just to kind of remember people who, for the most part, their families are long gone, either from this area or they've all passed away. This is a digital scrapbook of those who came before, kind of thing. And as I always say at the end of the episodes, be respectful, and that is my goal. I want to be as respectful as possible when I come to these locations. It's time to take my leave of the Park Hill Cemetery. It was a very pleasant walk amongst the stones here. It's a very well-maintained cemetery. As I said, it's still in use, so it's in their best interest to keep it all nice and pretty, and it is. But until next time, remember, when you're out wandering amongst the stones in the heat of the day, be safe, be respectful, and I'll see you on the next one.